So it's Formula One World Final time, and all the finalists are on track for the grid walk. We're going to have a walk, understandably, and see who we can find to talk to. So we're going down to the front of the grid. So on row one, we've got Matt Newsom and Tom Harris. There's clearly huge amounts of interest. We've got Matt around there. See if we can get a word with Matt. Matt's very busy signing autographs. He's doing hoodies, is doing posters. I'm gonna muscle in here in 1 second. Kisses, cuddles and everything with Matt Newsom. It's amazing. Matt Newsom, sorry, you're so busy. Kisses, cuddles, it's all exciting. We're doing like Martin Brundle style grid walk. How are you feeling?
I want to say confident, but it's one of the races. I don't know if you can be confident. Same old story we say every year. It's if I hear one more person tell me this is my year, I would be alright. But it is what it is, isn't it? This is what it's all about, though. Like, you know, fans on track, loving the job and enjoying it, and the end. As much as for me, winning's what I want to do. You know, this is what it's about for the fans. They pay their money. We're just the drivers trying to put a show on.
Absolutely, and the World Final is about the drivers, isn't it?
Yeah, no, definitely. Like we've all raced all year for this race. This is what we want to win. You know, there's going to be a lot of unhappy drivers. There's going to be one driver that is going to go home happy than anybody. And yeah, as much as I'd like to think this is my year, this is a stock car race, and there's a lot of people that are not going to be so convinced it's my year to win.
They are. Lots of people are talking about what happens on turn one. Have you been going to bed at night thinking about turn one?
Yeah. The other 35 crash, and I don't know how it works, but I just drive around the corner as if it wasn't even a race. Now, I've thought about it, and I've thought about should I go at the start? Should I try and get in front? Should I wait and get behind? And at the end of the day, what I'll do is I'll set off, and if I happen to get in front of him, I get in front, and if I don't get in front of him, I'll get behind him. It is what it is, and he'll have his own plan, so it's no good me having a plan, because if his plan coincides with mine, we'll clash each other, and it won't happen. It'll just be what it is, won't it?
It will. Matt, I hope it's a great race, and good luck. Thanks so much for taking the time to talk.
No worries,
you carry on. All right, bye-bye. Right, we're going to see if we can squeeze. Tom Harris is clearly the most busiest driver on the grid. Inside pole is Tom. See if we can. I don't know if we're going to come back to Tom. Come back to Tom. I think we're going to come back to Tom. He's very, very busy. Right, moving on to row two. We've got Frankie Wayman Jr. and Finn Sargent. Just going to go and squeeze in with Frank round here. He's getting his picture taken. I think Finn might be free. Finn's free next. We're going to Finn.
Thanks a lot. Cheers.
Finn Sargent.
Hello.
This is like proper grid walk style
intense,
TV.
yeah.
How are you enjoying it?
You like Martin Brundle, but like worse looking?
I was getting better looking. No,
I'm not.
but I've got my arm around you as well. I don't think he does
like
this. He is. He's lurking in the background.
I'm scared.
Are you enjoying this?
Yeah, it's great. It's exactly what you want to see on the World Final day. People want to enjoy themselves, and I'm enjoying it as well. So I think it's good for the fans and the drivers. It's nice to do something like this and enjoy the evening for everyone.
A lot of people saying you're in prime spot to kind of pick up whatever happens here.
Yeah, that's because they're walking that way and it looks like I'm on the inside. Nah, there's three experienced drivers next to me and they all want to win. I mean, they all deserve to win, but I feel like so do I, so I'm not going to give them any quarter. I'm going to make sure I do my best to win, and if I do, I do.
Good.
And if I don't, then I've had a good go at it. I've got a few years left. I think most of them are nearly old enough to be my dad, so I'll take it.
Are you talking about the person on inside row two?
Frank's nearly old enough to be my granddad, I reckon, yeah.
Right, I'm going to go over there and ask him that question. Finn, good luck. Right, I'm going to. There's a queue for Frank, but I reckon I can squeeze in. Do you reckon I can squeeze in here, Jordan? I'm going to sit next to him, lot. It's like meet and greet with Frank Wayman Jr. Hello. I'm going to talk to you in 1 second.
That was a long 1 second.
Well, no. Do you know where your name is on this? Or are you just going by the pictures?
Who?
You.
I don't know who I am.
Right, Frank, just very quickly.
Yes.
Inside row two, prime spot.
Is it?
I think so.
Who told you this?
Everybody else.
There you go, mate.
Thank you.
He's concentrating on signing his name here. Right. People are going to get tattoos and everything with Frank Raymond Jr. on. I can see it. That's going to happen.
Are you alright?
See, you're like a conveyor belt.
What do you want me to do from row 2?
I would like you to make an exciting stock car race.
Oh, okay. You want me to hit that?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's okay. Right. I'll leave that with you.
We can do that.
Thank you very much. Goodbye.
Bye.
Right. We'll carry on walking down the grid. So we've got the New Zealand entrance. Dutch entrance on row 3. Roger spoke to Rick Lenson last night. He's looking very lonely though. Are you okay? You look very lonely.
Yeah, I've got ups and downs. Then people come, then people go. So.
You've got a very good view of what's going to happen in front of you.
Happen, or maybe I'm with them in it. But we'll see.
There's talk in the pits that you can potentially pick up the pieces from what happens there.
I'll be involved, but we'll see what happens.
Absolutely. You were very quick on time trials last night.
Yeah, I got luck. Car was fast in practice, and thank God we got the. I'm pleased with the inside.
Good. Right. Good luck in the race.
Cheers.
Quick, do you want my picture?
You're more famous than any of the.
Do you reckon?
You're on every video.
I know. Thank you very much.
Next one.
Hello, Danny Wayman.
Hello, Jonathan Abbott.
This is like proper TV. This now, like, got a microphone and everything.
Is this live?
No, not live. Right. How are you feeling?
Fairly confident, to be fair. We had a good practice run this morning, and nobody wants to sign anything out.
No, they're waiting patiently.
Yeah, we had a good practice run this morning, and it seems okay. Just see what the first line brings.
So we spoke at Kings Lynn, shocking season. We were like, right, this is but great semi-final result, and then we're hoping, I'm guessing, this is like the turning point. The semi-final's a turning point.
Yeah, hopefully we actually came practicing. I haven't practiced on tarmac for a lot of years now, and we came practicing and did a full day of it, and we found a few things. We tried a few things, and unfortunately, when you're racing, you can't just try everything in one go. We persevered, and we got the car a lot better. So hopefully, it just gives me that little bit more that I needed to try and and like I say, if we can get a break, all you need on tarmac is one bend.
Yes.
They've missed me on one bend, I'll be all right.
And your dad's World Final winning cars over there in that corner, which is like from like son to dad. That's amazing. You carry on.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, he was actually signed up at the farm last week. Thank you. And we was with Derek and stuff like that. And it looks really good, so quite happy with that.
Good.
Good. And then we're going to be hopefully adding the 2 and 2 to the trophy again.
We like that. Danny, thanks so much. Good luck in the race.
Thank you.
Right, so moving further down the grid, so we are now in front of Carl Hawkins and Charlie Sorder. I can squeeze in with Carl Hawkins in 1 second. Carl Hawkins, very, very quickly, have you got some new overalls for the occasion?
Yeah, splashed out.
I think this is the best you've ever looked, genuinely.
Yeah, well, I think I always look good, to be honest.
And you borrowed that? You do. It's more of a compliment. This is not your car. However, you've been using it on tarmac. Quite happy with it.
Yeah, it's a really good car. Thanks to Michael Story.
Yeah, I thought I'd help you with that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But do you know what I mean? But like in the semi-final, it was quick, and you've been quick on tarmac. Do you genuinely think you've got a good chance today?
Yeah, definitely. Especially if the first three. Who is it? Frank, Tom, and Matt.
Yeah.
If they're gone, I think it's anyone's race then. Mine, Danny's, Craig.
Yeah.
There's a lot of us that similar speed.
Yeah. And how is it though? You've got Danny in front and Frank in front, so you're all kind of like together. Any conversations in the week about what happens in the World Final race, or has it been like, I want to do my own race and not get involved with you guys?
I've just been telling Danny he's going in all week.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And what's he said to that?
Don't care. Whatever happens, happens. It's on the
Good.
track.
Good. Carl, thanks so much.
Thank you.
Which round on the side and talk to ex-world champion Charlie Sorder. You can see Charlie. Charlie's at the front. Yes, happy days. Right, Charlie's a proper stock car driver. She's got sunglasses on. I'm squeezing with Charlie. Hello. Don't be concerned. You carry on. We were saying you look like proper racing driver, sunglasses.
Do I?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, you look the part.
That's all that matters.
Yeah, absolutely, look the part, and you've won the World Championship before.
Yeah.
Yeah, go.
We're going to do it again.
Yeah, do you?
I hope so.
How are you going to do it? Is it a stock car race?
I'm going to send everyone in first bend.
Yep.
And go up the inside and then win it. As simple as that.
I like the simplicity. Stock car racing is a simple sport, I think, and I think that's clearly what we're doing.
Yeah, the fans think it's simple, so it must be. So, yeah, no. Stock cars, isn't it? I mean, if I've got to get the bumper and get down dirty with it, then I will. People know what I'm like, so we'll give it a good one.
Good luck, Charlie. Thanks so much. Right, we're moving down the grid. The next row of overseas entrants. They're very, very busy. And we'll continue. We've got Chris Cowley and Joe Booth. Joe Booth racing on tarmac for the first time in a long while. See if we can find Joe. Joe's looking quite intense. Are you free? Joe's free. Joe Booth. We're doing like grid walk. We're talking to you because first time on tarmac in how many years?
6. Well, just in tarmac.
Yeah.
3.
3 years. And you've done lots of stuff to the car to get it ready for this World Final weekend.
Yeah, and it still won't be good enough.
Do you not think?
No, you're racing against some top equipment, so it's somewhere near, but I don't think it'll be near enough. But that's what bumpers are for, aren't they?
Yeah. And Skegness is a stock car track, absolutely.
Yeah, I think for us to get to the front, I think a stock car race needs to break out. So, and I'll be pushing.
But we've spoken a lot, like off camera, and I know how thrilled you were, A, to make your first World Final, B, to make the shootout, which kind of kicks off tomorrow. It is a great weekend for you, your team.
Yeah, absolutely massive. We were saying last night, this is the first World Final we've come to, and we're all happy and smiling. Nobody's fallen out, so no, it's really good to see. Like especially my family and my dad and everybody that's helped him and me throughout the years. You know, this is all for them.
Yeah, good. Joe Booth, good luck. Thanks so much. I like your tattoos as well. Better than mine. Right. Chris Cowley is always good for a conversation. Earlier today, he said that Roger Bromley was doing better than me, so you can squeeze in with Chris. These kids are I've seen you everywhere. You going? Have you seen me? Are you?
I'm his son.
Are you?
Yeah.
His car's very nice. Yeah.
I've been painting it.
Have you?
It's a replica.
I'm impressed. I'm very impressed. I like all your signatures on your jumpers.
Also,
Yeah?
can I say something into that mic? Can I just say hello?
You can. Who do you want to say hello to? Right, don't think about it. Ready, go. It's there, look. Hold it.
Hello, everybody that's on the news.
It's like news. I like it.
Yeah,
Good. Chris Cowley, very good. Thank you. See you later. Chris Cowley. Slightly upset because we were in the pits earlier. You said Roger's better than me. Yeah. I've come now to talk to you to kind of demonstrate I am better and ask some like really hard-hitting questions.
Okay.
So the first one is, are you going to win the 2024 World Final?
I'm going to give it my absolute all.
See, there we go. See, this is breaking stuff. This is brilliant. But in all seriousness, you're kind of mid-pack. Is that okay?
It's got to be, hasn't it?
Yeah.
It's got to be. I mean, I'm here and, I'm in with a shot. A few years ago, we've seen it with Lee, came from the back. I'm in the final. Let's just give it all. I can't tell you what I'm going to do because anything could happen.
Yeah.
But all I can tell you is I will be giving it my 110% and I will entertain you.
Good, I like that. And there's so many people on doing this grid walk, which is fantastic.
Yeah, brilliant. And you know what? I love it because I can engage with the kids as well. I remember, I never forget where I come from. And I remember when I was their age, and I used to love it and buzz from it.
Yeah.
So, seeing their faces, smiles and photos, brilliant. And that's what stock car racing is all about. And you know what? Long may it continue.
Good. I'm sorry I've been touching your knee while I've been sat here, but carry on. Thank you. I know that. This guy, thanks so much. Joe Nichols, third World Final.
Yeah, third World Final.
Third World Final. Are you excited?
Yeah, of course I'm excited. All these people, it's going to be a good day, yeah.
How was practice?
Yeah, it felt really good actually. Much better in the first and the second one, so I went for the first set of tyres, got a little bit dialed in, temperature will change, so hopefully we'll make the right setup change and we'll be going for it.
Good. And I really like your doggy. He's so well behaved. Honestly, it's so much better. It's far better than mine. Far better than mine. So will you tell me how you do it, please? Right, so we're carrying on down the grid. I've got the Gay Kaiser, who we spoke to in the week, Mika Ronitz, and then we're on row 10, I believe, Sam? Row 10? We're on row 10? We're on row 10. So get around there, got Frankie JJ around there. Grab a quick word with him. Lots of people on the grid walk, which is fantastic. It's huge, great atmosphere here at Skegness Raceway. Sun shining, Jordan's smiling. See, it's a rhyme. I did a rhyme there, Jordan. I am going in a second. There's a man videoing a man. Look, there's a man videoing a man. Sorry. Can I have a very quick word while you... Sorry. In the pits,
yes.
Car sounded a bit like a... Well, I didn't know what it sounded like. It didn't sound like a stock car.
It didn't sound like a stock car.
Why
no.
was that?
I'm having a couple of issues with the carb, but I think we're getting sorted with it now.
Okay.
We've got a couple of little bits to do when we get back.
Right, okay.
Float levels and stuff like that. Float level, sorry, and then that's it.
So you're not concerned?
No.
Right, okay.
We're all good.
You look very calm and relaxed. If that was me, I'd be very, like, unrelaxed and uncalm.
It is what it is, you know, we'll get it sorted and we'll be on track.
Good luck in your final.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Right, I'm going to get in with Carl Gray in 1 second. Carl's got a very nice pair of new overalls, as has Carl Hawkins. I like that. I like they've made the effort. Carl Gray, I'm just going to grab a very quick word as you're... He keeps following me around. Hello.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, are you? Have you got some new overalls?
I have.
Carl Hawkins has got some new overalls as well.
Has he?
Yeah.
I've noticed.
How you feeling?
Yeah, excited to be fair. First world final. Favourite track. But I'd like to have been a little bit further up. That was my own fault. Messed that up at Hennisford. But if I'm honest, looking at the front, I'm kind of glad I'm at the back. So I'm hoping they'll all just destroy each other, and I just, well, in my dreams.
Do you think that's going to happen though? What kind of race do you think it's going to be?
If someone gets past Tom on the first corner, I think, and he comes out the fence, I think then they're going to be going in, and then I'm hoping they'll all hold each other up. But if he gets away, yeah, I think he'll have it.
So obviously Tom helps you out a lot.
Yep.
I'm guessing you've kind of seen the new car in build. Thoughts on the new car?
Love it. I'm hoping one day when it's parked in the shed I can sort of take mine there and he won't notice. We can just swap the panels over and he won't know. But no, it's credit to him. Everyone that was involved, it was amazing car.
And sitting here on the grid walk, it is a long way to the front.
Yeah, to be fair, even when they're all calling the drivers to come back here, and I didn't realise how rubbish I was because it's just a bloody long way back to walk all the way back down here. I wish I was on the front. I didn't have to walk as far. But that was good.
Yeah. Good luck in your first walk final, guy. Thank you. See you soon. That's your water. Proper racing driver. I like it. Like, I know you are a high performance athlete. But high performance athletes have water. I like it. So we're continuing down the grid. Got Bobby Griffin over there. There's a massive queue for Bobby Griffin. Okay, so we're going to have a quick chat with Callum Thornton. Hello, Callum Thornton.
Hi.
Right, you've got a body warmer on. Are you not warm?
No, I'm actually alright, to be fair. The wind's nice breeze, nice and calm and collected, so we're good.
First world final?
Yes.
Happy?
I can't wait, to be fair. Like, it's been 8 weeks since Hendersford and I'm just really excited for it.
Yeah. So in terms of this, I mean, we're on the grid walk and like you kind of stand here and you go, this is what stock car racing is about. So many people interested in what's going on today.
Well, I've never experienced this before, and you watch it every year and you really want to be a part of it, so to be a part of it now is just great, and it really gets the blood going, to be fair. I can't wait.
How do you see the race panning out? You're kind of sat quite far back, you know, it's going to happen in front of you potentially. How do you see it panning out?
You can never really predict a stock car race, as people say, but I'd imagine someone's going to have to try and stop Tom, so hopefully that sparks a bit of a stock car race and we can try and work our way through.
Good luck in your first world final.
Thanks very much.
Cheers, Callum. Thank you very much. So, continuing down the grid, we've got Paul Harrison in potentially his last ever world final. Go around there and talk to Paul. Paul Harrison. Very well. Right, we're doing like world final talk. I'm more interested in whether you went to the Blind Dog.
Indeed I did, Jonathan. Yeah, I was celebrity guest, to be fair.
Oh, yeah.
They got me up there singing with him. No, they didn't do
Right, so
plenty of singing, but without their knowledge, I'm sure.
Right, I showed my wife the picture that you put on Facebook. I was like, I'll pause in Skiathos, and we're trying to work out where you were. So where were you?
We were in the Blind Dog.
We are.
Do you not see the picture? I've got the t-shirt on.
No.
Do you not?
I saw the picture on the beach. We couldn't work out what beach it was.
The beach, that was Achilles.
Yes.
Yes, we were at bus stop 10.
That's that. You go from the bus stops, don't you, in Skegness?
Yeah, you do.
What bus stop are you at?
We were at bus stop 10, and so what we'd do is each day we'd get the bus from there, and we'd get off at 4, and then we walk down to the top of the town and then down through the port and everything. It was banging.
Yeah, I love
Great
it.
place.
Love it.
I'll show you a picture of it of me with a t-shirt, Blind Dog.
Please do.
I think it was a Saturday night. I got mortal, and I thought, great idea. I'll buy a t-shirt, and I showed Jonathan a picture.
Thank you very much. Very quickly before I leave you to your autographs, potentially your last ever World Final.
Yeah. No potentially about it. This is my last ever World Final. Yeah, I might squeeze in a shell meeting before the end of the season, but beyond this season, I'm checking out. I might get one more meeting in on shale because I enjoyed the Kingsley semi-final so much. But no, as far as World Finals go, I've got to say I don't remember starting this far back then. It seems a long way to the front.
It is.
But what I'm hoping for is when I get to the end of the first straight, that there's a bit of a mush. Try and pick my way through it. Yeah.
But I've spoken to a couple of people. Somebody has come over from Malta. Because this is your last one. I don't know if he's come and spoken to you, but it.
Said hello. Yeah, they have. Said fancy Malta to Skegness.
Yeah. But just to watch you in your last World Final.
Yeah, fair play to him. Yeah, it's very nice, isn't it? The huge support that I'm receiving today, and the kind words and messages of support and everything. I'm humbled by it. It's really it's lovely. I mean, this, to be fair, is a lot of what it's about. This meeting the spectators, the fans, and getting in the bar afterwards and having a drink with some of them. And well, as I said to somebody else earlier, whether you're cheering for us or booing for us, it's just great that you're all participating and just making the sport what it is.
Right. But stock car drivers are normal people. You go on holiday, you go out for food, you go do shopping. But like I say, it must be quite humbling that all these people, and a lot of them are going, I'm quite sad that Paul's not racing stock cars anymore. It must be quite a moment.
There's quite a lot of people that have said as much, but I think I started in '85 and here we are 40 seasons later. I think I've done my gig and I've thoroughly enjoyed it. And you sometimes look and there are some lows that cheese you off, but you look back, they're the ones that make the finer moments even more sweet, and it has just been a great gig, so many people. I'm not going away completely. We'll keep coming back for the odd double header, have a drink with the people in the bar and all that, and we just love all that. It's great. My team and my family that have supported me for years, they've been epic, and I feel a little bit sorry for some of those that, we're closing a chapter, but we'll keep coming about and saying hello to everybody and living the dream, as they say.
But what a great World Final to finish on.
Well, it is. Rob and his team have done an amazing job. I mean, the people out here getting autographs and such, and what he's doing to Skegness Stadium, it deserves the support, and I'm glad that he's going to get a bumper crowd to hopefully see an epic race this afternoon.
Good luck. Thanks so much. So we've completed the grid walk. Not quite everybody. Some of them are very, very busy. Going to hand over to Roger. It's got Ian Higgins here. Ian.
Yes.
You're here at Skegness.
Yeah, again.
Why? What have you been doing all weekend?
Basically, I came down Wednesday just to give Rob a hand. I like to help out. Rob does a lot for us with our formula, so painting the fence, getting blisters, and just helping out whatever way we can. So.
And in terms of the race, you've got everybody on the grid that you'd want on the grid. You've got the main man at the front of the grid. How do you see this race panning out? You've seen lots of World Finals. Do you have a view?
I've been on that front row,
you have.
And the thing is, Tom is definitely the man to beat. But he might be the quickest, but that's why we've got bumpers.
Yeah.
If he gets away, nobody's going to live with him, but it's up to those at the front to not let him get away. I mean, the Dutch lad, he was very quick. Very
absolutely.
Quick in practice.
So if you and Matt Newsom, right, you're front outside, it's not great. What are you going to do? Do you drop in behind Tom or do you get in front of Tom? What do you do?
I think the problem is if you try and get in front of him and the push comes, you're pinned, aren't you?
Yeah.
So personally, well, when I was from outside Ennisford, I jumped the start. So, he's either got to do that or just, in a way you say, do you just come back? Because the other thing you've got to look at, Jonathan, there's going to be yellow flags.
Yeah.
Whether it be at the front or the middle of the pack, there's going to be yellows. So maybe survive that first bend and plan your race a little bit more accordingly.
Yeah. Ian, thanks so much for your insight, and I'm sure Rob is very happy that you've helped him. Right, see you soon. We're going to hand over to Roger Bromley now.
I'm here with the very, very famous and looking extremely well, Bert Finnegan.
Yeah, nice to be here, enjoying it.
And do you wish you were back in a stock car?
Well, you always wish you were back in a stock car, but that age thing comes to you and it hurts longer.
It does hurt longer. I've noticed that, and I'm not quite as old as you, nearly there. When you watch your lad race, does it worry you?
No, it's nice to see future person racing on like.
Yeah. And are you able to give them advice? Are you able to impart any of your wisdom and knowledge that you've gained over many years?
Well, you do a little bit, but a lot of it's come from a younger age, which come from him to me, to be honest. When I was doing my twos and that, I used to phone him up. How do we do that? How do we do this? So turn that, that'll do it.
And is that how it used to go? Is that right?
Yeah, that's right, yeah. A younger brain, you see.
Wow. So, is this, where are we here? This is, why are we outside Tony's car?
These are eras from my day and my dad's day. My dad was a big friend of Tony, Alice Ford, Doug Wardrobe. I used to watch him when I was this height. So,
wow, we are going back some then, aren't we?
I'm 68 now, so.
Well, you don't look a day over 58.
Oh, I wish I were.
Listen, Bert, it's a pleasure and indeed an honour to speak to you. You're a superstar man, legend of the sport.
Nice speaking to you.
Cheers, John.
Thank you.
I'm here with Chris Binns. Nobody knows who Chris Binns is. Who are you, Chris Binns?
I'm just a spectator.
Are you really just a spectator, or have you got a little bit more of a connection than that?
I'm Frank's spannerman, and I've been his spannerman for a long, long time.
You're also quite knowledgeable, aren't you?
So people say, yeah.
And you do a lot of drawing?
Yeah, paintings at cars and that, yeah, for drivers.
You see, this is the master of understatement. We all need to take a lead from this, because this is just ridiculous. What he doesn't know and what he hasn't done isn't worth knowing, is it? You know more on your left finger than I know in my entire life.
Really? But, well, it's all up there and kept up there.
Tell me about this car. Have you had any involvement with this car?
No, but I know history on it.
What's the history of it?
Smithy World Final in it.
What year was that?
69 and 72.
Who came second?
I think Cronshaw came second in 72.
Yeah.
So they were defending champion, weren't they?
What about the car next? What about Jim Esau's? Tell me about that one.
I don't know about that one.
You do. Do you not? Have I caught you out? Honestly? All right. Have you been involved in any of the preparation for any of these cars?
The 2-2 car.
Okay, there's a shocker.
That's the sister to the World Final winning car of Old Man Frank's.
Yep.
And a lot of people say that car never raced with a gold roof. It actually did.
Okay.
It raced 3 meetings with a gold roof, then Frank sold it to 480 Kevin Bentham.
What year was that?
1979, Frank won World Final. It was painted with a gold roof for 3 meetings, sold it in November to Ken Bentham, and he raced it first time in 1980.
Cash or check?
Cash, won it with Frank.
It's only one way with Frank.
Yeah, cash. And Kevin did really well in it. And he ordered another brand new spanker of a car off of Old Man Frank and sold that one on.
So, just in terms of the meeting, you've been here. Have you been helping prepare Frank's car for the race?
Well, let's put it this way. I was up there Friday, Saturday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. When I walked through the door Thursday morning at 12:30, Catherine said to me, "Who are you?" Yeah.
Because you've been away that long?
Yeah.
Catherine, your lovely wife.
Yep. We've had cars to get ready for New Zealanders, cars for Heritage. We were supposed to get the Rapid Orange car done, but unfortunately we had a problem with Frank's tarmac car with an oil leak. So that's priority. And everything was dropped on Rapid Orange car, and sadly we didn't get it finished.
Shame.
Big shame really, yeah. Because I did win it here, lowrider, but we'll get it done through winter. And we'll probably have it on show at Odsal or something. But Frank's car, what main one to get ready?
You've got, at some point, something's got to give, hasn't it? How many cars were in the workshop this week to come here?
Little Ted's, Frank's, Morton's, New Zealander car, Aya car, Carl's car, Heritage car.
I think you could have done one more with that, couldn't you? Couldn't you have done one more? Chris, bless you, man. Listen, we've known each other a long time. It's a pleasure to see you, a pleasure to talk to you, and thanks very much for your time, sir. All right, cheers, Chris.
Cheers.
Roger.
Eddie Collins.
How are you doing? All right.
I'm very good, mate. What are you doing here? Why are you on the grid?
I just look at the cars, look at the the drivers. Want to see who's up for it, don't we?
Have you not got more important things to do?
Probably, but it's the World Final, innit? You got to put that stuff aside and enjoy the weekend.
And what else are you doing? What apart from walking around the pits, haven't you got like real work to do?
Yeah, well, car's kind of there really. Bit of practice yesterday, and we settled in, so just enjoy it.
Tell me what you did in practice.
So we ran a couple of tyres in, just tweaked panhard and tweaked a bit of stagger, just to get it better. But you're practicing in the sun, and I'm going to race at night, so you can't change too much because track will be completely different.
Why will the track be different?
Because it's cooler, temperature's gone. When it's sunny, the tar gets greasy, and the car acts different on the greasy tarmac.
You get a lot more grip, but then of course as the air cools, you'll get more power out the engine as well.
Absolutely, yeah. So yeah, we didn't want to change too much yesterday. Just want to. I know I've got a good Saturday night setup, so let's just stick to what you know.
Have you? Do you believe in putting the tyres through a heat cycle?
Yeah, I do heat cycle. Yeah, sort of 5-10 laps.
Yeah.
And then I buff mine religiously at home after every meeting, just to extend the life, really.
Sure. And therefore, hopefully, reduce the cost a tiny.
You've got to reduce the cost, haven't you? You've got to do anything you can. So yeah.
And brakes? You got new brakes on?
Yeah, new discs and pads. Yeah, tried them. Obviously, the pad compound's slightly different. So it's taken a bit of tuning to get them sort of bedded in.
And can you describe to the viewers how the brakes are different, what that different compound feels like?
Yeah, so as the pad heats up, the pedal used to go away. The pedal used to get softer and spongy, whereas they don't anymore. It's a lot more. It's got higher coefficient of friction, so it grips better, and you can brake later into the corner. And I find actually as they get more temperature in them, they come alive. So they're like a completely different pad compared to the old one. It's a different style of racing now.
Does that have a knock-on effect to the actual disc? Do you find the discs wear more quickly as well?
To be fair, I put grooves in my discs so that it cuts the surface of the pad, so it keeps them fresher. But I hadn't spent enough time on the new pads to kind of learn about them. We're still on a learning curve, aren't we?
Interesting stuff. Have you got any plans for the actual grid, for what's going to take place?
Well, I got asked this question last year.
Okay.
And I voted with my heart. It says Charlie Sword is going to win it, at Northampton, and he didn't, unfortunately. So this year I've decided I'm going to go on stats. Okay. So my driver that I picked this year has done 2 World Final appearances. He's won one of them. So he's a 50% win rate, and he's a 100% win rate on tarmac, which is. It's Charlie Sorder.
It's got to be Charlie.
It's got to be Charlie Sorder.
It's got to be Charlie.
He's going to do it, isn't he? So
he's in a very good spec.
win rate on tarmac.
He's a very good position to do.
Yeah, exactly.
So
you can't go against the odds, can you? The best horse always wins.
And you?
Yeah, well, we'll be on back row, won't we, after we get in that consi?
We definitely will. And people have won from the back row before.
Yeah, they have. Yeah. Well, me and Lee will be on back row together, and we're going to go forward, aren't we?
As long as you bring the most beautiful car that you own onto this grid, World Final grid,
you want to be on the grid, don't you?
No, I want to be. I just think your car is the most incredible looking car. Though, if you haven't seen his car, we might do a close up at some point. We'll go to his car and do a close up.
Me or the car?
Although you're extraordinarily beautiful, we'll probably do the car. Listen, lovely as always.
Cheers, Roger. Yeah, cheers. Have a good night.
Thank you. Are you Jason?
I am indeed, yep.
And are you going to stand on that big starting rostrum there and tell people what's happening?
That's exactly where we'll be standing for the World Final, yep.
Right, you're a fairly important person then, aren't you?
Some may say, yeah.
Are you worried? Are you concerned?
You always get nervous, especially when you've got a stage like this. It is quite a big stage, but I'll just take it as a normal race, like I always do.
How long have you been doing it for?
Starting about 25 years.
Wow. Which is your favourite track for being the start marshal?
I've started at a couple, but I do like Skeg. It's always been my home track. I've always lived around here, so it's always been a favourite track of mine.
When they're going round, they are coming past you at like 1.5 trillion miles an hour, and they're like 4 nanomillimeters away from you.
Yeah.
Tell me you're not scared.
Not anymore. I used to be. When I first did it, it was a bit nerve-wracking, but you just get on with it now. It's just part of the job.
when you're watching what you've got to go 1, 2, 3, right. So is your job to keep your eye on who's P1, who's P2, or are you getting fed that?
No, I have headphones that link into the PA, so I have got the commentator in my ear. But you can't rely on them because obviously they not always know.
And also, that doesn't tell you where they are on the track, does it?
This is true. And obviously, after you've done a race, you get people come up to you and go, "Oh, did you see?" And you're like, "No," and they're like, "Why?" And then you explain that you're keeping your eye on the first 4 or 5 of them to see the lead changes and all that. So you don't actually get to watch a racing standing up there.
Last question, I think it's the last question. Is yours the final say? If you see something, can you go, I'm reading that, I don't care?
Yeah, at the end of the day, obviously, we work closely with the stewards upstairs, but ultimately, it comes down to me. If I'm not happy with the grey gaps, then we won't go.
Jason,
no problem.
Really good insight. Thank you.
No worries, anytime. Right, thank you very much.
Bye-bye now. I am here with the very, very lovely and sober Peter Foulding. How are you, Peter?
I'm all right, thank you.
What are you doing here?
Watching World Final.
Is that it?
Me and John are going to have a few laps against each other.
Is that exciting?
It depends whether it's as a bit of a demonstration or continue where we left off.
Which would you like it to be?
Well, first of all, Cole tells me there's no brakes on cars, so it's not really a good ideal thing because you've got to take it if you give it.
And you've given it for enough times, haven't you? And you've taken it as well.
Yeah, I think we're on par.
Yeah, I think probably so. Is this? Are you excited about it a little bit, Pete? Or are you? Or is there a little wistful look in your eye?
No, I've been in Bob's car at King's Lynn, and my size and physique and age, I can do maybe 15 laps, 18 laps on my own, and I know I've done it. So I'm under no illusions that I could race again. And like, because I finished when I was 43, everybody thinks, oh, you were good when you stopped, so you can, but nearly 20 years has gone by. So, no, it's not, it's a young man's game.
Will you ever have a go at a radical?
Would I? It's a, what is it, weight limits?
You'll be fine, I promise. As long as we can have the same, we'll be okay.
Yeah, but you can't have the advantage.
No, I can't. I wouldn't have any advantage against you. Peter,
you have the 4-cylinder, I'll have the 8.
All right, yeah, okay. That could work at 1 or 2 tracks.
Yeah.
Peter, it's an honour to speak to you, and I mean that. You know how highly I regard you, and I know you do an amazing amount of work as chair of the BSCDA as well, and got a lot of weight on your shoulders.
You've got a passion about the sport that you love. It's been in your life, and you just can't seem to want to let it dissolve itself. Whether I'm right or wrong in my opinions, and that's up
generally to wrong,
and that's up to other people to decide. But I haven't seen nobody jumping at the job for the chair.
No, nor I. You do an extremely good job, and as I say, mate, a pleasure to see you, and I look forward to seeing you out there.
Okay, see you later. Thank you.
So we're kind of coming to the end of the grid walk. Sophie.
Jonathan.
So this is very, very impressive. Kind of we're stood here looking at a sea of people and lots of driver interaction, and this is what we hope for, isn't it?
It is. This is what it's all about, isn't it? We've worked so hard, drivers have worked so hard all year, and they deserve all this attention. Yeah. And the fans, it's brilliant interaction because, how often can someone just walk on track and have a good look and see all around?
Right, so we talk about how good drivers are in terms of interaction on social media, and I've kind of done a grid walk, and they've all been 100% brilliant with fans. They're signing stuff, they're chatting, pictures. It's like they're very good.
They love it.
They do.
Come on. They're all performers. This is what they work every night till bloody 2-3 o'clock in the morning for, isn't it? This is the pinnacle of it. This is what it's about.
Yeah. And Rob seems very relaxed. I spoke to him this morning. He seems quite happy, and I think he's been rewarded with a huge crowd, clearly.
The work Rob's put in and all his team, I'm sure Rob would say the same. It's not just Rob, it's a huge team effort. It's fantastic, and fans appreciate that. Look at the place. Look at it last night. It was rammed, and it's going to be busy tonight, and the atmosphere is going to be electric.
Are we allowed to talk, you and I, about who we think is going to win the World Final?
Well, we could talk.
We could talk about it. Do we need to remain impartial?
It's a bit boring, isn't it?
Yeah. So everybody's talking about what's going to happen. So what do you think is going to happen?
It's going to be 1 or 2 scenarios, isn't it? either scenario number 1, Tom is just going to leave the field for dead, and they're going to fight it out amongst themselves and waste time, or scenario number 2, someone's going to sort Tom out.
Do you think that's Frank?
Well, he's behind him, so he's the obvious candidate. We all want it to be a good race, don't we? We want it to be that Grand National a few months ago. So I don't know. Tom wants a good race. Tom's going to be bored, isn't he, if he just walks away with it? So no, it'd be nice. Whoever wins has deserved it.
Yes.
I don't care what anyone says. Whoever wins deserves it.
Okay, and last question: how many pens have you got in your pocket?
Well, you'll be impressed. I've got 3.
Yeah.
2, one on the clipboard. I've lost one.
Oh.
Started the day with 5.
So thanks so much.